And now, the Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Big D and Bubba, they have a show 5 days a week, but they don't get to say everything that's on their mind, so they have an extra one, and that's how we get the podcast. The podcast.
What is going on?
The podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast. The podcast. The podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast.
What an absolute mess.
I don't know
enjoyed
what's
that.
happened, but I just decided to join
I
in.
actually was yelling something that was so inappropriate, and then it stopped,
really?
and I was like, "Yeah!"
I heard white
I couldn't
guy.
Oh, you did hear that?
I heard white guy.
Yeah, I was like, "White guy!" Trying to stop it, but I couldn't.
All right, man. So, hi, guys. How
Hey.
y'all doing? Everybody good?
Good, just a couple
All
white
right.
guys. Pretty fly.
Definitely pretty fly.
Ta 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 ta!
All right, let's go ahead and dive into this.
Dirty dog. You just stepped right on in.
The
And
podcast.
just slapped us in the face.
The podcast is
Man.
sponsored by Pickle Jars. Pickle Jar is really like that super mega awesome great friend that always knows about great new music before everybody else.
Ta 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 ta!
You can check out exclusive photos,
smell it.
videos, enter to
that.
win some flyaway experiences,
Ta 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 ta!
and tickets to VIP events. Download at picklejar.com.
Man, I was in the bathroom.
Ah.
There's a guy. He's like a little guy. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a midget. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's standing up on the
Yeah.
scooter and he's peeing into the urinal. Yeah, that's 2 Foot Fred.
Yeah.
Two-Foot Fred.
He's our
Oh.
he's
He
the
used
guy
to
who does
come
our
to-
music.
He used to come to
News.
the studio once a week and
Once a
do
week?
a music
Yeah.
news kind of thing. I miss that, man. It was always fun.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, like-
If there was some juicy stuff and he knew
Problem
like the
is, most
behind
of
the
time,
scenes thing.
It wasn't juicy, and he also never wanted to talk about the really.
yeah.
He didn't want to say anything that might be.
Well, he's
Salacious.
connected. He's got lots of
Yeah,
friends
yeah.
and that
So
kind of stuff.
It was really good for a while, and then it just kind of got repetitive, so we stopped doing it.
Yeah, and it was a thing. It was a big
Mm-hmm.
big thing. Getting him in and out because he had this little scooter thing and whatnot. But
He was such a fun
Oh,
dude.
man.
ta 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 ta!
Good.
That
day.
was his whole thing,
what
man.
was
He
the
had a
other
big punchline or
He-
whatever.
at the end of
Hit
got-
the bricks.
Hit the bricks.
I don't even.
Oh,
get that.
man.
I
I'm
don't
just
even
like,
get that.
oh, okay.
He's like, I think that's gonna be my thing. I'm
I think
like, all right.
we were like, because we're so anti like normal show, and I think it was like one of our Yahoo
Oh yeah.
corporate.
You should have a music.
You should
news
have a
segment.
thing because people want to know what's going on in country music.
You know, you should have the Hollywood Minute or the Nashville News,
thingy,
the nitty gritty from Music City.
I was trying to get the
Whatever.
Nashville nudes on, but they wouldn't let us
They
do
would
that.
Let us do that. No.
So we're like, well, we'll do it if
We'll
we can
hire
get 2 Foot Fred.
2 Foot Fred to do it.
We paid him.
Yes, we did.
We paid him to come in and give us really mediocre news. And
Well,
it was
again-
on, it was on
He
radio.
entertaining. The
But the thing
news-
was,
He
it
was
was radio.
entertaining.
It
The
wasn't-
news was.
It's such a visual. Like
Yeah.
he's a visual.
It would be
And
better now.
was
Like we should have him on the
completely-
podcast.
Yeah, it would make sense now.
We need to get Fred back on.
I
We'll
have his
work on
number,
that.
dude. I got his
We will
number.
work on that.
We're calling him right now.
By the way, I think
Oh
it's
my gosh.
hilarious. Garrett, who runs all the thank you, Garrett. That's awesome. Garrett, who runs all the video and all that and stuff, and he does all the social media. Garrett made a comment as us. Ta 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 ta. Oh, that's so priceless.
You
Are you
know-
getting him on the phone?
How do you guys think I have him listed?
the number 2. I'm gonna, or is
Just
it
look up
TOW?
Look up Fred.
But I mean,
you'll
it's
find it. I'm sure you don't have.
alphabetical.
Yeah, but you can't just do keywords on your
I mean,
droid.
I can, but I don't ever do that.
I can do
Y'all have
keywords.
that?
I can do it by 3 numbers of a phone number, and I'll find it.
I don't have his number.
Really?
Do you guys have it?
I
I
thought
don't
I
have it
did.
either.
Hold on. Now you're making me look.
Uh,
Ta, 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 ta.
I'll call John. John has it, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call
Two.
John. I'll just text him.
It's not under that. I'm going to just look at it under Fred. I don't have his number anymore.
I'm not gonna call John.
I
Your
have
phone
4.
ringing.
I have 4
Well, I was
Freds.
thinking that. Well, I don't have to plug it in. He's not gonna answer.
What, John? Rich?
Yeah.
No.
Do you think Kenny has it?
Maybe. I don't have Kenny's number. I only have John's
I
number.
think I have Kenny's.
I think I got Kenny's.
This is a great podcast as we're looking through our phones for
Dial is
numbers.
Not in service.
No, I don't have Kenny's
No,
anymore.
you don't.
What?
Wow.
I'll just delete that. The best.
Oh,
The
man.
best. I was thinking
searched
about
Kenny, and I found Kenny Rogers' phone number.
Oh,
That made me sad. Like,
I was thinking about the other night, man, of when Bubba and I were flying back from Bayou Superfest Baton Rouge, and we flew John and Big Kenny back to Nashville.
they didn't want to take the bus and show up the next day. They're
It was
like,
just
we want to
too
go
long.
home and sleep in our beds.
And we're like,
And
okay,
we're like, come on, fly with us.
go with us. And oh my God, it was great. Well, I knew it was going to be weird because I walk out into the tarmac and Bubba and John are doing push-ups under the wings.
Well, he
Just
did
doing-
some challenge. He's like, I bet you can't do 20 push-ups. I'm like, dude, I may be fat, but I'm strong. And so I knocked him out.
Yeah. And I'm walking up going, oh, boy. I'm trying to be like, serious pilot, doing those pre-flight checks. And I got these
Dorks.
well, I was saying monkeys. You guys are monkeys. And we get in the plane and we, I don't know, it's normal for what?
About 40 minutes. And now in the back of the
45,
plane,
yeah,
I wish I had glasses that you could hear. In the back of the plane, you hear a lot of this.
Clink. Yeah, they over the headpiece of the mic. I'm like, what? And then
And
it
what
just
it is,
got
these
weirder.
guys, because they're
had
rock
an
stars, they have rings on their fingers, and
Yeah.
you hear the rings
Clinking
tapping the
yeah.
glasses.
And they had
and-
an entire, like an unopened bottle of Crown, right?
It was the largest. I didn't know they made that. I thought it was like a novelty.
It was like a gallon of Crown. It was great.
Like if you walk into like the Tractor Supply and they have like a giant pair of blue jeans
Yeah.
that are like 12 feet wide or whatever. I thought it was something like that when we landed. But yeah, so they just got off the stage. Big and Rich just finished, had a great show, and I guess that was their thing. And at first we started talking about the biz industry. We had just launched into doing our own company.
They were independent, and they still are.
Yeah.
Independent artists.
And just talking about how it's it's risky, but he's like, yeah, why make money for other people? You can make it for yourself. I'm like, yeah, well, we're not doing that yet, but hopefully. and then I don't know, like Bubba said, 40 minutes or so into it,
it took a turn because the buzzes kicked in.
Yeah,
and it became very interesting.
Remember, I was like, we play the game of who has the coolest person in their phone, and like mine was like. I don't even remember.
Like your high school football coach or something.
No, it was like Kenny Chesney. But I was like, that's the coolest one. And they're like, and I remember John slapping my back. He was sitting in the second row. He hit me so hard, and he goes, holds his phone up to me, and it's super bright. I mean, it's dark. It's middle of the night.
We're
It's like
flying at
11
night, so
o'clock at night.
there's no lights other than the little red glow from the cockpit dash.
And our eyes are adjusted down to it, so he blinds me with this phone. He goes, look at that mother. And it's like Merle Haggard or somebody super, like an icon of some sort.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, the game's over.
You
with.
win.
All right.
Because at this point, we knew you were drunk. And
then we're like talking about how that we're like, our first affiliate was in Amarillo because he's from Amarillo. And he looks out the window and he goes, you put this plane down right now. And I'll show you guys my hometown. And
we're like,
well, that's Mount Juliet, Tennessee, and that is not.
That's not Amarillo. Amarillo, I'll tell you about Amarillo. And boy, he wanted us to land right then and there so he could show us Amarillo.
John hates it when we tell this story, by the way.
But it's a great story.
I thought it was kind of a cool thing, and I remember telling it in front of him, and he was like embarrassed by it. And Kenny was like, "No, dude, you're kidding."
No, John. That's not how it was.
Saying that they were on the air there. We're like over Huntsville or something, really. And I was like, yeah, you don't have a good sense of geography. We're going from Baton Rouge to Nashville direct.
You're not going over Colorado.
We did not
on that flight.
We didn't take a hard left.
You're not hitting Canada. Nope.
Anyway,
just
they
fun
landed
dudes.
and they were blitzed, and I get
Car
out.
showed up.
Yeah, they got a driver, and then and then John wanted us to go to his house. He was going, I'm gonna call up Gretchen Wilson.
He wanted to have a party
who
that
all
night.
was it? It was Gretchen.
Yeah, I remember. I'll call Gretchen.
Oh,
we'll
there-
get 2-Foot Fred and
There was like
Cowboy Troy. will
three
be
or four or
there,
five
James
people.
Otto. I'm gonna call them all.
Oh, the usual suspects,
Dude.
And
I
what-
love, but you know what? I love those guys. I have so much fun when I hang out with
No, I
them.
do too. And he was like, We're going to my house right now, by God, and we're going to have a Grand Ole Opry at the Rich House. And I was like, I'm going home.
I think
to
Mel
sleep.
Tillis was still alive back then.
Yeah,
and
it
he
was
like,
I think
I'll
it
call
was
Mel.
Mel.
I'll get Mel there. It's gonna be great.
I remember they would have the stories of Mel. They would go out to his house, get drunk, and just tell jokes.
Well, they
dirty
would do.
jokes.
They had dirty joke parties.
Yeah.
And everybody would have to come with their best dirty joke, and they would all have a good
my
time.
I would pay good money to be there and just watch that.
That should be man. The problem is everything is so cancelable now. There's no way advertisers would ever touch that.
No,
but, dude, dirty joke parties with your favorite country stars would be great because everybody's got one. Everybody's got one, and it would be fun. It would be people would watch that.
Oh yeah, it would have to be.
Yeah, it would have to be online because
you could. Yeah,
and the bad thing is everybody would then like their publicists and all that would be like, hey, can you edit out Patrick
Nobody
because
wants to.
everybody's tours are sponsored now and all that
boring.
kind of stuff.
So boring nowadays.
It really is kind of
Mankind is lame.
We're
They
all
used to be
afraid
fun.
We're all afraid of the mob, and it's not that big of a mob. I
Oh,
think we
right.
could take them.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the thing. Bubba, go to your email. I sent you I didn't even watch past the very first line of this
Okay.
where he says, Big D and Bubba, but I found a video. I was looking for Fred's phone number. I found a video that was sent to me when we used to work together. I think we were sponsored by 5 Hour Energy,
Yeah.
and I think he's doing
This is
Okay, it's
so
going to take me a
there's
minute
actual
to.
video of this.
of him. Yeah.
It's
It's
on our
going to take
YouTube.
a minute to.
Is it
No,
on
this
ours?
is just it was in my email.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's weird.
I can't get it to open.
You can't get the file to open?
No. Oh, here it comes. Oh, I've done it. Like, see, that's the bad thing about Windows is you think you've got something downloading, and then it doesn't do it. So you click it again, you
And it
click it
downloads
again, and it
twice.
downloads. I've got 3 of them now.
Yeah.
Right.
Count
let
it
me-
to us.
Right. Let's see if I can make this bigger. And
So this is like what it aired.
I can't see the video's not showing up though. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
Big D and Bubba! Hey, it's 2-Foot Fred. I just wanted to let you know that I'm getting ready to go work out for my first annual Fredathon benefiting the Freddy Foundation, and I've got my 5 Hour Energy. I got up extra early this morning, so I thought I needed an extra kick. The one and only extra strength 5 Hour Energy. The black bottle. I'm going to do it all at once.
He's so good.
Oh, it's so great.
Here we go.
Dude.
Get ready. Get ready.
Drink
You know
a
what's
bottle
great?
of five, a
The little
2-ounce bottle of 5
the
Hour
little
Energy.
bottles of 5 Hour Energy look like somebody drinking a Red Bull now.
Stop it.
Dude, look at him. Oh, I love 2-Foot Fred.
Oh man!
Oh.
How great is that?
Somebody knows Fred and
Yeah,
has
tell
a
him
current number on him. I want to hang with Fred, man. Oh,
Yeah.
what a fun life. We seriously, we are
Do
so
some
lucky to be able to do
dumb
this.
stuff.
Like, I mean, you got in our I'm just looking at like comments on the videos, give us a shout out. Hey Dallas, you're a cool guy. Dallas, we can't give you a shout out and say you're a cool guy. We don't know you. I would love to say Dallas is a cool guy. Dallas might be a cool guy, y'all. There's a shout out.
Did we send that to 5 Hour Energy or something?
I think so. I guess.
Oh my God! Can you imagine some guy in New York,
They
an
would-
agency for 5 Hour Energy gets this, and he's like, "What is this?
What is happening here?
And are y'all calling him 2-Foot Fred? Yeah,
y'all
no,
can't
he's
call him-
calling himself 2-Foot Fred.
Because he's actually 3 foot.
yeah,
3'2", actually.
is he?
But 3 foot Fred
3
doesn't
foot-
sound as good for whatever reason.
Fred's his real name, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Fred
there's.
Gill.
Yeah, it's weird because 2 foot Fred sounds better than 3 foot Fred.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
no.
Why
The more we
is that?
say 2 foot Fred, 3 foot. I mean, they're the same syllable. There's so many.
I think though, if
Yeah,
you
it
said
just
3
for
foot
whatever
Fred,
reason,
it would have.
We're
I
used
think
to
if
it,
we'd have
man.
known him as 3 foot Fred, it would have sounded weird to call him 2 foot Fred.
I guess so.
Big shout out to Douglas watching online from Qatar. That's cool. He plays it, the guitar. Okay.
in Qatar.
Ta ta
And I
ta
think it's
ta.
pronounced gutter, but okay.
And then so when he would leave, when he was done, he would go, hit the bricks.
Yeah.
That was like he was like, okay. And then in other news, George Strait's got a new album and it's coming out on the 15th. And that's it. I'm 2 foot Fred for Big D and Bubba. Hit the bricks. Did he do that little
Yeah.
spiel?
Oh,
like
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
If you want, I'll go find a piece of audio.
that's
and
all
you
right.
get
I was gonna
it,
say,
but
I
I
have-
don't think you really want.
I have like old audio, I'm sure.
That's
but
fine.
I mean,
Nah, I'm just
God
trying to
knows
remember
what it says.
You're
what
just
dumb
remembering how
stuff
it
that
went.
we used to do and continue to.
I was going to say continue.
You know, before 2 foot Fred, you remember who did our music reports before that?
Actual music reports
Yeah, we had
before
somebody-
Not a joke.
After we started working with Premier Radio, that was when they wanted us to
I
do
know
that.
we had the Us Weekly
Oh yeah,
person who would do like the
Laura
Hollywood stuff.
Cohen.
No,
Yeah.
no, that was after Fred. That was
Oh.
more like Hollywood news.
Yeah, she was
And
doing like
gossip.
kind of all encompassing.
I actually enjoyed hers actually.
Lara.
Lara, we worked with for a
Lara,
really long
Lara.
time.
Yeah, Lara was cool.
Who
But
did?
there was somebody else we had
That did music.
that did country music news.
They came in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
They came in the studio.
No, we called this person.
Is it an artist?
Mm-hmm.
It's an artist.
That's not an artist.
Not an artist.
Not an artist. Not an artist.
called them.
Somebody used to call. This
Was
went
it-
on for several months.
Was it an old lady?
It was an old lady.
Um.
It was a very famous old lady, honestly.
Claire.
No.
Oh, man.
I love this because y'all voted like
I know what you're talking about.
I
Oh yeah, yeah.
remember.
She used to do. She wrote for like People magazine.
Yeah, she's a big deal. She wrote.
Oh dang it.
Didn't she pass away? Right.
She passed away not too long ago, but she
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she would come on and she'd be like, "Well, hey boys, well, I was out on the bus with Zach Brown."
All right. I give up.
Oh, that's her.
Yes.
That's her.
Yeah.
Oh, what's her name?
Hazel Smith.
Hazel.
That's it.
Hazel Smith.
Miss
We used to
Hazel.
have
What's up, Miss Hazel?
Miss Hazel would call and tell us to come.
man.
She goes, and I saw Keith Urban with his new wife,
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman, and I'm going to tell you, he was so happy to see me. He kissed me on the mouth. I still
Yes.
remember that. That was
Yes.
the funniest thing.
She would say stuff
She would
like,
say stuff like
a tall glass of drink of
Oh,
water.
yeah.
All those kind of old things.
So Hazel actually was really interesting. She worked at the record label or the recording studio where she came up with the term outlaws. She's the one who said that was just they just looked like a bunch of outlaws, and they stuck with that. And they named the album The Outlaws with Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson and Tom Buckley.
Really?
Yeah, that's Hazel. She's in Ken Burns' documentary. When she died, they called her the mother of outlaw country because she literally came up with the name.
Wow.
Here's a picture of Hazel when she was young with Waylon Jennings, I believe.
That's
pretty sure
so
that's Waylon.
cool.
Let me see that.
Yeah. That's
Oh, she's got her tongue out. Oh, she's kind of dirty.
She was something else.
She's
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
rest in peace.
Look, you can pretty much get away with anything as long as you follow it up with allegedly.
Yeah, but no.
Okay.
Hazel Smith was cool. She
How'd
was
she
cool.
get it? How'd she get her info?
I don't know. She just
Keith
listened.
Urban would kiss her on the mouth.
That's right.
And she would tell us about
You
it.
know, something I learned because I'm a big, goofy looking dude. People will just say stuff in front of me. There's something about me that it just doesn't make you think I should probably stop talking about this.
Yeah.
And it used to be that way at our old company. People would just say stuff directly to my face, and I would go, "Oh, that's some information I'm going to hold on to," because
Like a
it never
bartender.
occurred to them. Like, yes, maybe I shouldn't tell Patrick that because he might turn around and use that. So
but
Hazel
you
might have
don't.
had
That's
that.
the thing is you don't. That's kind of.
Well, I do. I've used a lot of that stuff in business. I've used a lot of that stuff for us. Our company had like secret plans that weren't in our favor.
Oh,
I
yeah.
found out about all that stuff way before we were supposed to, because for whatever reason, no one ever stopped and thought, "Hey, let's not say this in front of Patrick." Because I don't seem important.
Nobody
enough.
ever tells me secrets.
Well,
I'm terrible at keeping secrets. I
You are
really
terrible
am.
at keeping secrets. That's why we don't tell you secrets.
I get so, I get so excited. I'm like, oh, I know something. Let me tell you something really cool. It's that little Boston Terrier excitement I get. I'm like, ooh, gotta go.
man, that's funny. I forget all about that stuff.
Ta-ta-ta-ta!
What's the dumbest thing that Suits wanted us to do on the show?
Oh my God. Well, I mean, all that kind of stuff was done. They wanted us to do so many benchmarky type things. Why don't you do the good news story of the day?
Well,
or
I
the
remember-
stupid criminal story.
I
or the,
remember Honeybutt said that he wanted us to do that War of the Roses thing, which is it's basically it's a fake. If you ever hear it anywhere, it's fake. They
It's
have
huge.
actors, and they basically
is,
they tell the little story, and you know how the thing goes. And they wanted us to do it. I'm like, well, is it different than the other ones? No, it's the same one every couple days or week or whatever.
Well, they were launching a country version of it, or they wanted to do a country
Yeah,
version.
we would have been their
of it.
country show doing it. It would have been the same actors.
Same thing. Oh yeah, right.
And
But the actual situations were the same.
yeah,
And I'm like,
it's just I don't
Doesn't Ronnie Dunn have a new album out?
know.
does who?
Ronnie Dunn. I think I saw that on there on the something.
Like a solo album?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to finish it though and say the dumbest thing they told us to do was remember, I do recall that they told us to take more phone calls, but don't let people talk as long. And then we did that, and we started trying to make everything really quick, where people would only be on the air for a few, like when we were doing some kind of topic or something. Then they came back and go, the problem is you don't let people talk enough. You got to let people. That was like this was the same guy like
Wait a
3
minute,
weeks
man.
apart. Forgot that he told us that.
People don't. Okay. We learn it. Everyone does. You go through it. This is this is your life lesson. And you go through life long enough, and you work. You have situations where you just with someone you work for, you realize, oh my gosh, no one knows what they're doing. Like just because they're in that position doesn't mean that they're. I think I said this 2 weeks ago. There are very, 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 very few experts in the world. Everyone else is just winging it. We're all winging
they're
it.
following the leader.
Yes.
And that's the problem. Sometimes the leader is misguided. They're wrong, but they do it anyway because, well, so-and-so's doing that, so we got to do that. In our industry, it's this. L.A. and New York is doing that, so we have to do that. Well, L.A. and New York are not the
That's not our
same
people, man.
as the average person who goes to Walmart and
Yeah.
does this and does that, and,
Yeah, Ronnie does have a new album out.
It came out in the summer, July 29th. I'm
Oh.
looking at 100 Proof Neon.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was new. My bad.
What's funny is I'm looking at the cover and he looks like what's his name who would sing the dirty songs?
Wheeler Walker Jr.
Yeah, he looks like Wheeler
looks-
Walker in the
I
picture.
did
It's
see that
great.
picture. Remember we had him in there and we could hardly air any of it.
Wheeler,
Yeah.
I liked Wheeler was funny though, man.
He's fun. And here's the thing is, he's so irreverent, but he got it. Like he came in it and he was just like, hey, okay, I'll be
Yeah.
my guy. I'm gonna do the character
Yeah,
and
he
that kind of
stayed in
stuff.
character, which I still find.
No, he
Strange.
came talk to me now because it's
Yeah.
it's like talking to a professional wrestler.
Yeah,
I hate it when they're like, hey, brother. They're just you're David. Just be David.
But that's not who anybody. Nobody
I
knows
know,
who David
but
is.
it's so
it's
weird,
no
so
point in the
goofy.
interview. But it like when we talked to the guy from Yellowstone, who I'm sorry, I don't know any of their names. He
Which
doesn't
one?
pretend. Which one?
Jimmy,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. He doesn't pretend to be the character from Yellowstone on the phone with us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He tells us he's the actor that plays the character. But it's a different thing with. It's like Larry the Cable Guy. Larry the Cable Guy is Larry the Cable Guy.
But
He
you know-
doesn't break character.
What's weird is like when we have Kevin Costner will be in. You were bringing up Yellowstone. The last thing he wants to talk about is being Kevin Costner. Like he's so strange. Like he doesn't want to talk movies. Like we're over here going, dude,
But
Field of
Because
Dreams.
when
And
we've had him on the show, he was in promoting his music mode.
I know, but it's
That's
like
different. That's the thing. He's compartmentalized it.
so he doesn't like to mix both worlds.
He wants to be respected for his music.
Well, I mean, he's a dude. He's
It's the people who've already made it
Mhm.
as actors. Then they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. I mean,
But up until then, oh yeah, they definitely want to talk about it.
right.
K Bomb
like-
says, "What happened to Walker McGuire? They just disappeared, man.
They
let me
broke
tell
up.
you,
Broke up.
they broke up. I was talking about them 3 days ago to a friend. We were talking about just great songs, and I said, we had these guys that we followed. We did this thing called Chasing the Dream, and it was following these young songwriters and singers on their journey to try to get stardom. And Walker McGuire were great. We have a whole playlist on our YouTube channel of songs that they would perform in the studio. They're amazing, and they get thousands and thousands of views. I mean, these guys had it. Sometimes I don't know the whole story. I know little bits and pieces, but I've heard it from both sides, and the two sides are slightly different. So I'm not going to say their story. That's up to them. But I used to love.
I mean, they're still friends. They just didn't. I mean, you know,
I used to love having
work
them in
out.
all the time, though. God, they were so good. They would come in, and every song was better than the one the week before, which was better than the week before, and they were just hit after hit after hit. Anyway, Wheeler Walker.
I'm just going through my phone looking at all the weird people we have in it. It's just weird.
I can't take out the dead people.
you delete them from Facebook, but you don't delete them from your phone.
I don't.
That's so weird to me. I don't delete them from either. It's just it just feels.
I
wrong.
can't stay connected to somebody on Facebook because I feel like sometimes like their family will like post something like, oh, it's the anniversary or whatever, and it just feels weird. I don't want to see all that.
Oh, man. I love Ben Rector. Ben is such a cool dude.
I was watching a basketball game on ESPN, and they played it was Arkansas University. You know how they do those commercials for the school?
Yeah.
And so it was Arkansas's commercial, and it had Dream On by Ben Rector in the background. I was like, oh, it's Ben Rector.
Did he go to Arkansas?
I don't know. I don't think he did. Is he from
Well,
Arkansas?
his songs
I have, no
have been
idea.
used in commercials all over the
Oh, yeah,
place.
they're
I mean,
all-
he
it's-
makes a very good living off of people
Did
using. And he's such a good, talented guy. And he's got a whole channel of just great songs. I mean, not only the stuff that you can listen to and stream on like Spotify and all that stuff, but he's got like the videos. And the one with the puppet, the father-daughter song, is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back and listened to that when we were on vacation. I mean, we run the best of Big D and Bubba. And I went back and listened to Ben Rector when he was in. He was so good. He's singing. He's from Oklahoma, so I guess that's close.
Oh, I tried.
But he's singing that Shania Twain song, "Still the One," and he couldn't remember the words. And he just says, and I don't remember how this part goes.
And it
and
sounds
it was
great.
fantastic.
I know, he
He
could
was
have said
literally
anything.
singing the nothing, and it sounded great.
It's
me
funny.
so jealous.
He did that Thanksgiving song. I think he did it originally like 2 years ago or whatever. He came in and played it in our studio this year.
Yep.
I don't know how that isn't like the number one Thanksgiving carol. There's a couple Thanksgiving songs that have kind of taken off, and I love Gobble Gobble, Matthew West. I love that, but I think the Ben Rector needs to be adopted as well. That is so good.
And that video where they put the lyrics on everything in the scene,
Mm-hmm.
like you see it on the cabinets, you
Yeah.
know, and it's just really well done. He's just so creative. Can't stand him.
Are you
You
calling?
calling him right now so we can tell him we can't stand him?
Hello.
Hey, Ben.
Yes.
Hey, it's Big D and Bubba, and we're on
Who
the
are you?
Hey, we're on the podcast, and
Oh, sweet.
we're
Bragging
just,
about you.
we're just talking about you and just how much we love you, and that's all. We just want to let you know that.
Oh,
That's
thank
all.
you so much.
Yeah, that's
We
it.
just called to say we love you.
Did you have
Literally.
Did you have a good Christmas?
I did. Are you like outside my house or something?
Yeah. Can you
Yeah, we're standing outside
can you let
your
us
house.
Can you let us in?
Yeah, I'm in my studio. I'm looking for you right now. I don't see you. But
Oh,
I'm going
yeah.
in through a window.
We're in our studio.
No, we were just I don't know. We're just talking about people and stuff. That's all.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, you're very kind to talk about me
Okay.
and not be in my bushes. Also, that's great. Those are two good things.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, we still have to get the cars out, and we'll go drive around in an old muscle car.
I would love that. We could race my Tesla against your muscle car, and then when my car runs out of batteries, yours will keep driving,
Yeah.
and then we'll high five.
I'll have to
don't
stop
know.
and get gas. As
I
much
was
as
going
you
to say,
do.
what would run out of energy
all right.
first?
All right.
I would love to do that. That's awesome, man.
All right. Well, We'll see you
Shoot
later.
him a text. There you
We
go.
love you. Okay, bye. Yeah, he's I don't know. He's just
He's just
very
an all right
few.
dude, yeah.
He's just a good dude, but he's also very few people that are that creative.
And humble. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's always very, like, understated.
Yeah.
Good dude. Good dude. All right. Are y'all about done? I do want to say this. The Hardy album came out. Wow.
Yeah,
The videos, what was the Mockingbird and the Crow video that he was telling us about?
Yeah, it's out.
Is
It's the
insane.
claymation one.
I watched it. I watched it after the show, and I was like, "What in the world is this
I'm meant to go
awesomeness?"
See it? Yeah.
It's
as weird as he said it was.
It's actually less weird. You'll see. I mean, it's everything he said it was, but it just seems less weird when you're watching it.
This is the thumbnail that Garrett has created to advertise the podcast.
Yeah.
Ta 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 ta.
It's
Was it
2 Foot
Fred?
Fred. Yeah. It's amazing. But anyway,
That looks like
I-
a current picture, isn't it?
I have no idea. I haven't seen Fred in at least 6 years, 5 or 6 years.
I was going to just say this about the Hardy album. There's a song on there called "Kill Stuff Till I Die," and it's a jam. I'm like, it's been over and over in my head, stuck in there. So
Jack is good.
I haven't even gotten there. I've been slow rolling through it. So I've got a road trip today, and I'm going to run out to my parents' house and go see them and my sister and everybody. And so I'll be listening to a lot of stuff on the way out.
Okay.
I'll let you know my thoughts. I will text you after every song. Not
Keep it just just call me and we'll listen to it
you
together.
never answer
over the
my
phone.
calls.
I answer your calls sometimes.
You do not.
I have answered your phone calls before.
You let
I
it
have.
go the first time,
No.
and then I'll call back, and then you'll answer.
Yeah, because I know that that's your thing. Is that you're like, if someone doesn't answer, you call them right back.
Oh, yes.
Well, I do that
know.
because that's how my mom. That's my mom. Like when she's sewing, she can't get to the phone until she's done with whatever she's
No,
doing.
Bubba will do it even if you deny the call, which means I'm on the other line or I'm in the bathroom.
But
Bubba
I
will
don't
just
call
keep
3
calling
times.
back.
I don't call 3 times. I call twice. I call once. If it goes to voicemail, I will call again, and that's it.
If I send you to voicemail right away, it's not because I didn't see it or didn't hear it.
I've just been
Because
burned too many
you know.
times, man. I just know it's going to
I
be.
rarely call with dumb stuff. Rarely.
Did he just say that with
Really?
his straight face?
It's stuff that I am
It's
passionate
stuff-
enough
here's-
about.
here's- here.
Wait. Something you're passionate about does not mean it's not dumb.
You be Bobby and you call me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead. Call me up.
Hey, man.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Okay, so what do you think about we get some lights, but instead of just lights, they're like shaped like things. Okay,
For what now?
like for the studio
Okay.
with lights, and the lights are in the shape of like a guitar or a fiddle,
Uh-huh.
and it's a light.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, man, cool. That's it. And it's like I couldn't wait
You
until
forgot to say.
Monday.
You forgot to say. Are we cool on a budget? What do you think? That's usually. Hey, you cool with me spending this money, man? Because see, we have it's a partnership. We have to.
Right.
If I'm going to spend stupid money on stupid things, we all have to agree that it's
And
good enough to be
and
stupid.
The thing is, as much as I'm making fun of that, I will go and join him on pretty much any dumb thing he has. I'll do it. When he gets into something weird, I'm easily swayed.
It
Oh,
takes
yes,
you a
you
little.
are.
It takes you a little time, usually a day or two, and then all of a sudden you're into it.
Yeah. I'm watching Hardy's video now. Oh,
You
that
gotta-
is really cool.
You have to watch it with the music playing and everything later.
Oh, like a music video?
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, I know you're watching it,
Yeah.
but I'm saying you got to get it because it's all about the story he's telling. And I
You
love
mean like
the
a
way.
music video?
But I
Yes,
just love the way it
that's like a
starts
music
off
video.
very country, and then all of a sudden, man, when
This
the
is
animals in
wild.
the woods poison him and give him the acid trip, it turns into it's like it's cool.
It's really done well.
We'll let him tell everybody about it. If you're watching on YouTube, we do have the Hardy interview on YouTube. You can just search on our channel, Big D and Bubba. But also, and make sure you subscribe. Also, for those of you who are listening audio, we're going to put it after the closing jingle here in just a little bit.
Okay, before you do that, though, I do want to say happy birthday to Farfar. That's my wife's grandfather.
Farfar, happy
Sam.
birthday!
His name is Sam. He is 92 today. We're taking him out for a big fancy dinner.
What's
and
Farfar? What's that from?
Farfar is Swedish for father's father. That's what they say. Farfar and
geez.
Farmor.
Oh, they're all Swedish.
Yeah, they're all Swedish. So
Yeah.
he came to America when he was 18. like with nothing. Got a job in a factory or something, and then became a school teacher and taught, I think, English and music. But I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
Like we need to get other people from other countries to come speak, teach our language.
But but that's who we want. We want the people who are going to come and do stuff like that. You know, he wanted to come to America because it was the place.
And you know what?
He
still is the place to be.
He appreciates it.
Oh,
he appreciates he appreciates his country now.
Way more
America.
than our dumb kids.
Our
like,
people we're sometimes
America's bad.
Oh,
okay,
God.
whatever.
Shut up.
Dude, I was watching
Shut it.
What's the little the Babylon Bee? They had a video of like this person applying for a job, but they didn't want to work, and they're like, it's worth watching that video too.
I love the Babylon Bee.
So.
Funny
Happy
stuff.
birthday, Sam.
All right, Far.
Yes.
And big shout out to Marianne Sophia. Thank you for the stuff, the gifts. Very, very cool.
Yes.
I saw that she had logged in on the video to watch, so I wanted to make sure she got her big shout out as well.
Marianne sent me an electric knife. Marianne, I am going to lose part of a finger with that. I feel like that's a mistake. I'm going to use it.
Call me when you use it so I can be staged,
I need
ready
Bubba
to go.
be nearby with a tourniquet.
I'm nearby with a tourniquet right now.
Perfect.
Okay. Have a good one. And again, stick around after this closing jingle for the Hardy interview. It's pretty amazing.
This was the podcast, but now it's over. But that's okay, because you can listen to the regular show on the radio every day.